Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get your first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Got him in, complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik McDowell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Locke on 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he is going to lose. Yardage here. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick 6. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Just beating the play clock is Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the... Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Barkevius Mingo in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now it's locked. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a first down throw. Lock. Screenplay. McKinnon. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
No gain on the play there. Second down. To throw on second down is Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 4-yard line. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They come out here in the eye. Now Locke. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Colts. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply... And that's the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go now.
On second down, Anderson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Basham, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
on second down. Here's Luck. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 3rd and long. It's Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They run again on first down. Anderson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On first down, Luck. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Luck now on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And he's got Moncrief. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Trying to lay one up deep. The swing pass caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyrell Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. And he's got it up and through. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go now. Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Launching one for Henderson. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Give it to Anderson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jonathan Hankins with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down following the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down following the incompletion. Handoff comes to Anderson. And some room to work. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong...
And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. Big hold of the 30. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So now 1st and 15. As they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Screen play, Anderson. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Here's McKinnon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Defense still with 3 timeouts. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to